On April 25th, just past noon, we received notification of a massive earthquake in the country of Nepal. Pretty extensive damage, over 600,000 homes destroyed, 9,000 lives lost. The government declared a state of emergency and requested international assistance. USAID offered up $1 million worth of aid, but they needed some way to get that assistance to the local populace. The first step in a response to an emerging situation is to collect as much data as you possibly can. The second piece is to put together a list of what assets we might have available. And then the third step is to pull together a multifunctional team of all the relevant expertise. That's maintenance, that's our contingency response element forces, that's our aerial port experts, our mission planners, maintainers, flight managers, diplomatic clearance personnel, as well as flight planners, to put together a plan or a potential course of action. And then the final step would be to select one of those courses of actions and execute. The 618th AOC planned, tasked, and executed the first two U.S. airlift missions into the country of Nepal. The first C-17 was airborne within 16 hours of that notification. The second aircraft was airborne later that same day. The primary planning for these missions was conducted jointly by the floor duty officers and the back shop SAM planners from the current operations directorate.
The first mission was supported by a C-17 from McGuire, and it flew down to Dover, picked up 69 search and rescue members and 70,000 pounds of cargo. The second mission came from Charleston and flew out to March, California, picked up 57 search and rescue team members and 2 trucks worth of heavy-duty equipment. These missions provided a lot of unique challenges. Starting with, to get into Nepal is typically a 21-day lead time. So obviously we didn't have that, and naturally Nepal was going to let us in, but we also had to fly over a number of other countries that maybe didn't have the urgency that Nepal would have. So our planners and our dip shop had to work with the foreign embassies and the DAOs to get those clearances, and some pretty heroic work was done to get 55 clearances in a 24-hour period. Maybe the most difficult part was arranging for an air refueling. Due to the short notice to get the equipment and people there as expeditiously as possible, we scheduled an air refueling. So all of those things combined together with the fact that we had to have this in 16 hours was a great challenge. And it's really rewarding to be part of a team that can make this type of mission happen. That's saving lives and delivering critical cargo to people that have just suffered through a disaster. It's very rewarding to know that I was part of that team that got that equipment on the ground, those people were there, and that we saved lives, and it's probably the best part of my job.